what a start. Inside out and upside down. No stress, I'ma clean up this mess.
Hello everyone, it's Leigh here from Leigh's Art Studio, and it's time for Margarete Miller again. So we're now up to week 11. So if you're not familiar with what the Margarete Miller Challenge is, it's 52 weekly collage assignments. So I'm doing my pages in this art journal. I was doing bigger ones to start with, but I decided to do them in this smaller book, partly because I wanted to fill this book and complete it, get it done and have it ready, you know, like something that I can just pull off the shelf and have a look at every now and then and remember when, oh yeah, I remember that, I like those prompts and what have you. The prompts for this week are a child or children, a cleaning product, flower, a barcode, handwriting, and the bonus is something that works as a title for the collage. So I have my beautiful little girl here. My cleaning product is a soap label from the Graphics Fairy. I've got a couple of different ones, so I wasn't sure which one I was going to use. Flower. I cut this image out of Daphne's diary. I think it's from 2020. Love the flowers, but I also like the look on this little fairy's face, and also because there is some handwriting on that mirror, sort of ties in with the theme of what's happening. It's a barcode off a stencil. Handwriting, well, I've got it there, but I've also got this saying from Isaac Newton, which is tact is the art of making a point without making an enemy. So I have a piece of crumply paper, copy paper, that's been scrunched up and then had ink wiped over it. I also have some other bits and pieces here that I might use in this. Before I found that flower, I had that flower, so I don't know which one I'm going to use. A couple of pieces of cheesecloth and a couple of bits of this that I thought I would try and adhere to the page and then gesso over. The first thing I need to do is find a page for this to go on. I could probably use this one. There's a nice flat seam in there. And I want to first of all glue down that piece of paper. So I'm gluing that down with my glue stick and make sure I push it into the seam. I'm creating some texture in that corner by pushing paint through this stiffened doily. Glue a bit of this down. I just want to get some structure or texture onto the page. I like the texture of that. I've cut it off a jumper or a jersey or a sweater, depends where you come from. Now I need to stay away from there because that needs to dry, but I do want to put some more gooey stuff around this. So how's everybody else going? Hope you're all doing well. We just had another storm fly through here. I actually went over to the shopping centre this morning. I was going to try and get my neck massaged. I've got a real problem with my neck at the moment. I'd only been in the shopping centre about 5 minutes and I heard this massive big crack of thunder. And I thought, I've got to get home because my dog is absolutely terrified of thunder. So I jumped in the car, and I only live 2 blocks away from the shopping centre. I was going to get myself a coffee on the way out and I heard them saying to another lady that the FPOS machine was out because the lightning strike. Anyway, I didn't think much of it. I got down a bit further down the road, closer to home, and I could see that the traffic lights were flashing. And I thought, oh my goodness, how am I going to get across the intersection because it's a really busy road? Huge amount of traffic on it. And there was just cars coming from everywhere, and you could hear screeches of brakes as people were trying to make their way through the intersection from the side street and what have you. Anyway, when I pulled up at the lights, I was behind a big 4-wheel drive and they started to move forward and like sort of forcing their way through, and I thought, well, I'm just going to tuck in behind that car and hope for the best. So I managed to get round the corner. And when I got home, the poor little doggy, she was hyperventilating, she was soaking wet, covered in dirt like she'd been digging, and I was thinking, oh, it's just as well I got home when I did, because I reckon she probably would have either dug out or jumped the fence, because she can really jump high, you know. And that was the morning, and we've just had another storm go through. So I've put some of my purple gold paint around that, and I'm now going to just paint roughly over in this corner. This colour is called Unbleached Titanium, and I don't know where on earth my gesso could have gone to. I was using it a couple of days ago, but the only place I haven't looked is outside on the painting table. Drop some of this gold onto there. I'm all out of whack today. This is the sort of thing that I should be doing last. But I do love gold, and I love purple, and I love doing these collages, and I love seeing what other people have done. Don't forget that me and Julie's doodling collaboration starts next week, next Wednesday, so that's the 16th of March. So you can post on Facebook, Instagram, put up a video on YouTube. Just need to use the right hashtag for your item to go in the right place. So that hashtag is 2022 Doodle Challenge MAR for March. If you want to post on Facebook, you just need to join the Friends of 2022 Doodle Challenge group. If you answer all the membership questions, you'll just automatically be approved. If you haven't answered them all, you'll have to wait till I actually see that you've asked to join the group. That might be 12 hours later or something. I'm in Australia, so if you're doing something on the other side of the world during the day, well, it's night time here, so I won't see it till the next morning. This is the very first Daphne's Diary that I've ever laid my hands on, and up at the corner newsagents, the manager has actually ordered it in for me, so I'm going to get the March, well, I'm going to get it every issue, but I'm waiting for the March one. It didn't come in when it was supposed to, so it might be a little bit delayed because of where it's got to come from, so I'm looking forward to that. But I was almost a bit reluctant to cut up the book to get that image. Oh. Yeah. Just going to ink around the soap label. Okay. So I want to put a bit of this on here. Little girl. Oops. She's now got paint on her dress. Something like that. Where I think I popped that soap label in there. Oh, where's my barcode? Here it is. Let me just cut around that flower, because I want to position that flower here over the front of the dress. Like that. I think that looks better. Just a little bit further down. That seems a bit white. Let me just rub a bit of, what's this one? That's gold. Don't want that. A bit of this buff titanium onto it. Just a little bit to take the whiteness away. To put some of this in here put a bit there. Just put that out of the way for the time being. Need your muscles to get this glue out of here. That there. I think I need to glue the little girl in place first. I'll just glue her on there. Nice when she's sort of leaning in a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. That's the way she's going to be. So her name must be Eileen. Eileen to the right. It's the day for it. My camera, which is an M50, will only film for half an hour and then it stops if you don't stop it and start it again. Like you can film for 2 hours, but you can only film a stretch, you know, like a thing of, what do you call it? You know, like a frame or whatever it is, that's half an hour long at the most. And normally I would notice those things, but obviously I was so caught up in my own little world there. And I'm just going to add some white in here because I think it's just with the girl being like a sepia sort of colour, I just find that it needs a bit of a lift. Just lightening a little bit. Just wipe some on there. I like the way it looks when it's got paint has gone over the top of fibres. It's a really nice look. And I'm going to go over here, put a little bit over here too. You can still see the ink on the backing paper, it's just not as dark. I'm going to glue down that, which I want to go about here. I'm just going to put it on there and then I'll just arrange it. Use the paint knife and get it into place. I'm just going to touch the ink onto that. Barely want it to pick up any colour. Just a little bit. That's good. And this one I think was going to go there. So let's move this for a start so I don't put my palm in it. Something like that. See, I've put the glue on the wrong side of that. Just gonna have to wipe it off. I had it the right way up the foot to start with, and then I thought, no. Like that. just thinking, is there anything else that I can put on there before I glue it all the way down? There's another soap label, maybe that could go under there. I think it looked better in this corner here. Yep, put that there. And the ink around the edges of it. Grundify it up a little bit. Ready to glue down this. My neck and shoulders are really sore, and it's all been caused by me doing a really big painting, and I'm not used to doing that. I used to do them all the time, but obviously I've done it for ages. And I suppose it's a bit like an RSI type of injury, and even just lifting up that glue is quite painful. But on, what day was that? Saturday morning was the first day I went and had some treatment done it. I couldn't even lift up my cup of coffee with my right arm. I had to do that with my left arm. It's really sore. It's getting a little bit better. I don't want to push my luck with it. Now I have some Vellum Flowers that were sent to me. I'm not sure whether the colour matches very well. I'm not sure. I've been meaning to have a look at these for ages, and I keep losing them. Putting them away somewhere and then can't find them again. These were sent to me by Lizzie, so thanks Lizzie. She probably thinks I'm not sending her anything well, she never uses it. It's not by choice, it's just by disorganisation. Yeah, the one that I want has to be stuck in there, doesn't it? That might look nice there. There's that one, but I think it's a little bit too big. This is, oh, a bird. It's nice. Perhaps that one. No, let me just get this one on first. Alright, so let's see how long it takes me to get the backing off. There we go, yay! That was a record. Oh no, we don't want to stick it over my little lady's head. Is it going to come off? Oh, that was lucky. So let's start at the bottom. Yeah. That's going off the page. Like that. My phone just rang, so I don't know where I was at. I think I was sticking that down there, and I'm not sure what else I was going to do. Can't remember. Okay. I'm not really going to be able to put this anywhere. So I'm thinking I might just ink it up a little bit, cut out the actual text that's on here. So put that there, and then I'm going to put these words in. I won't ink them, I'll leave that clean. I'm gluing down each line of that phrase as a separate strip of paper. And then I'm going to use a fine liner, a felt tip pen, to go around the edge of a few of the elements just to re-highlight them. I don't know what else I wanted to put on there. I have these buttons. Put that there. Does it need anything else? I feel that she needs something around her edge of her hair. So I've got my white Uniball gel pen. What is it? So Uniball and white, that's all it says. I can't see anything else on it. I think I might have just ruined her. I wonder if I can wipe that off. Bit of baby wipe here. Shouldn't have done that around the face. Thank goodness it's coming off. Just pushed it a little bit too far then. And this one last little thing. Where's my paint pen? Just on the edge of her dress there. What else? Might just use this paint knife and scrape a little bit of the white paint over here. I haven't done a border, I've just put more paint on there. So I'll have to let that dry and then come back and do my little scribbly border around the edge. Or should I just ink it? Maybe I'll just ink it. Okay. some other colours on this. It's not turning out black, but that's alright. Going to write the date on here. So today is 9th of March, so this will go up it'll be about the 12th, I think, by the time this actually gets uploaded to YouTube. So it's the 9th, 3rd, 22. Okay. Don't forget to check out the playlist for everybody else's creations, and yes, have a look and see what Julie is doing with hers, how she interprets the prompts, because we have very different styles, and it's really interesting to see how other people do their Margarete Millers. It's quite incredible to see the different takes on the prompts. Alrighty, so just remember, creativity is contagious. Pass it on. Be kinder than you need to be. And I'll see you in the next video. So cheers and bye from Australia.